Hi everyone, this is Sandy Reese with Stampacrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for joining me for another live tutorial today. I'm coming on a little bit early. I have some things I need to do this afternoon, so I'm trying to get everything posted and ready to go a little earlier this morning. I also apologize because I missed the last two videos. I thought I might. We had our big craft show. It was a 3-day craft show with 1 day of setup this past weekend, and I am just thankful to be done with that. I just need a little bit of a break from any craft show stuff. So before we get started, I want to remind you that we have our 12 weeks of Christmas projects going on for email subscribers only. So if you would like to get those, make sure to click the subscribe to my email list link below. All the measurements for today's project will also be on my blog with the link below as well. And for any orders placed with me of $50 or more, I will send you a free embellishment. And I think next Thursday we have our card class, so make sure to check back next Thursday at noon for our online card class. Okay, I think that's all the updates for now, so let us get started. Today I'm going to be using the Cottage Wreaths bundle. This is great for all year, but especially around the holidays. And I'm really only using the bow out of the die set. You could even use a fabric bow if you just have the stamp set. So that's up to you. And then I'm using the Distressed Brick Embossing Folder. This is from the annual catalog. And I'm using my favorite new in color. I'm using Wild Wheat. I love this color. It's kind of a strange color, but it's very gold in tone, and it looks beautiful with gold. So that is one of the reasons I love this so much. So this is our card base. We're gonna just fold that in half. It's just half a sheet of our cardstock. And then I have a layer that's 4 by 5 1/4 with the Distressed Brick Embossing Folder. And I just emboss that a little bit ahead of time to save us a little bit of time. So we're going to just adhere this to the front of our card. Let's get that on there, centered, hopefully. I have a large sheet of white for the inside. I don't have, you can use any sentiment. This stamp set has a few, but I'm just using the Merry Christmas on the front, so I will choose just another sentiment from some random set to fill that in the inside if you want, or you can just do some writing. Okay, now I have a piece of basic white. We're going to do all of our stamping on this. I have just a little piece of basic gold, and then I've already die cut a bow. That's called a bow. Out of gold foil paper, but you know, if you don't have the dies, you can use a piece of ribbon or something. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a flag out of the bottom of this. Now I want a shallow flag, so I'm not going to cut it up high, but I'm going to center this, and I'm just going to use my grid paper to center so I can make sure I get it right in the middle. And we're just going to go up a little bit. I'm just eyeballing it, you know, because I like to live dangerously. And then cutting up right to that slit. It helps to do the slit first, then you have a direction to go in your trimming. So just like that. And then this is going to be a flag behind this. So you don't need a lot. You don't have to cover it up. You can just use a small amount. So I'm going to just glue this piece of foil to the back. I want to center it. Let's just center this one, and then we can center this on top of it. I went to basically just inside the 4. Okay. Now I can just follow the same line. And if you want, I probably should have done that first, is do a slit right up the middle, and we have the little point to guide us. Okay. The trick is getting this lined up right here on this side. Okay. So it's a really easy way to make just a little bit of color poking out from the bottom of our flag. All right, now let's do our stamping. So we are going to take, where's our colors? I've got 2 colors. So I'm using Early Espresso and Pretty Peacock. These colors look really nice with the wild wheat. And I've got my wreath that is the twigs. So I'm going to grab my twig, say that 3 times fast, twig wreath first, and stamp that right there. Twig, I can't do it. Twig, I have to say them very slowly separately. Twig wreath. And then Pretty Peacock for our leaves. And just stamp that right on top. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't line it up anything spectacularly. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then let's pull out our Merry Christmas, our little small Merry Christmas. I'm going to stamp this right down in the bottom, just like that. Okay, let's put this away before we have an accident. And I'm going to pop this up. You can glue it down. You know what? I think I am going to glue it down because I'm going to pop up my bow, and I don't want too much sticking out because I'm going to be mailing this. And I'm lining this up with the edge of the embossed cardstock. Okay. And then before I pop my bow up on my wreath, we are going to take some of our metallic enamel effects, and that comes in a few colors. I'm going to use the gold today, and we're going to we'll just do some little dots. You don't want huge. You can do as many as you want because you have a whole bottle of this stuff. So I'm just doing some little gold berries. Now you'll have to set this aside and let it dry. You can put them right here. Now I've covered my whole wreath, so I'm gonna have to let it dry before I just love this stuff. You can put as much as you want. I've got to let it dry before I put my bow down. So we'll pop up the bow. Let's get our mini dimensionals. I only have black up here right now. Let's see if we can get one on either side without it showing. Okay, I'm not going to be able to put this on because now my effects are wet. Maybe I can. Maybe I'll just lightly put that right there. Okay, and I'm not going to touch them and set it aside and let it dry for a while. But you can do, I mean, you could probably do a million little dots with this because it's a big bottle. It's a whole ounce. But I mean, look, that's a lot because you only use a little bit on there. So I hope you enjoyed today's project. Super quick and easy to do. And yeah, you could absolutely substitute a little gold ribbon right there if you want. Okay, thanks so much for stopping by today. I'm sorry I'm off my schedule a little bit, but we're going to get right back on it. And I will see you on Saturday. All right, thanks everybody. Have a good day. Bye-bye.